Hey, Robert. They be jocking our style. Young other gang, we in the building. Get them in the building, man. It's about to go down. We see a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what you're doing. We like it. Now the internet goes into this thing. Hey, Robert, man, get them up. Stand them up on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Wake them right up, stand them up right on their feet. Get them in the building to tell them y'all get alive, man. Get them right up on there, stand them up on their feet. We're going to go in. They have to tell you the truth. The truth, some people might say, the truth about what? Well, we about to break that all down for you right here on the ones and twos. Can you dig it? We scientists from the future, sent back in the time to get you prepared for the future. Oh, yeah. Never have it been made so clear. All right, let me get that thumbnail loaded up for you. And this is about to be a good one. Hey, get my brother Life Wave on. Tell him this is about to be a good one right here. He gonna like this one. What that thumbnail I got? Too big. Well, we'll do this. Hey, Robert, if you're just not coming in, we are about to make it happen. That's it. That was too big. Just put the cap on there. We have to redo that thumbnail again, brothers and sisters. The cow that went crazy on them niggas, man. I was driving down the street and I saw a Chick-fil-A sign with a cow on there that said, eat more chicken. I said, hey, man, the guy who did that, came out with that, is need a pat on the back because that shit was funny. That shit was funny right there. He said, eat more chicken. The guy that did that needs a pat on the back, for real. He's real. They need to get that guy a raise. That came out with that. You know, the idea. It's just real funny. No shit like that makes, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But let's switch to the laptop so we can get the chat pulled up, so we can see who are in this thing, man. In this thing.
We non-stop at you. They hoping that we stop. But a lot of people hoping that we keep going because we'll get them something to talk about. They ain't got nothing to talk about unless they watch the Young Ill first. And then they come up with what they talk about after. It's all good though. We love that. We love you brothers doing that. Now, like I say, we're going to this we in this fifth dimensional vibration right now. We in the fifth dimensional vibration. It's happening right now. Now they gotta tell you what they're doing before they do it. Let's get that chat pulled up. Haru, calm down, brother. Let me close my office door. We're about to get it cracking on the other game. Young Gilda game, we're about to get it cracking, bro. Hey, get my brother Life Wave on. He gonna like this one. Hey, peace and love and blessings to everybody that's in the chat. Keep in mind, we still got the books for $45 donations to the Cash App or the PayPal. If you're new to the channel, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. Everybody get it cracking, man. We just dropping some in the chat for you. Hit that, hey, hit that bell, hit that notification button. If you don't receive a notification from us every day, come back and check with us, man. We dropping something every day for you. We keeping you busy, just like Bible said. Keep them busy. If you ain't check out all the other tapes we put out, we probably hit like 30-something, 35 tapes this month. Don't do the super chat. If you want to show us some love, we drop the Cash App and PayPal's in the links. Let's get it cracking. We got 77 people in this joint. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, y'all get the gang. Let's get it cracking. All right, so they got to tell you what they're doing before they do it to you. The truth. See, what we be as a people, and we morals, well, my morals is up on their game. Most they should be, at least. You read every fucking thing before you do. Everything got to be read. They know that we don't read, but they put the warning labels on all this shit to tell you what to do. In the state of California, they actually went on and put the, safety warning: drink beverages with added sugar contribute to obesity, diabetes, and tooth decay. And that's not a goddamn, that's the truth. That's the truth right there, bro. They told you the truth right there. They telling you the damn truth on that shit. Straight up. That's what it lead to. And also it's connected, the diabetes part is and all this other shit is plays a part with meat too. Meat and the bacteria that they used in meat. The certain types of meat, if you don't raise your own shit and slaughter your own shit, go hunt and go, you know what I'm saying? If you a meat eater, you need to kill your own shit. I tell you, man, don't trust nobody else on no meat. You know what I'm saying? That shit is rigged, real. But yeah, so they put the one, they telling you what the hell is going on when you get down with this soda. Right? Dr. Pepper, I think if you look on the back of that joint, they got the most grams out of just about any other besides that Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper got the highest sugar content, added sugar. You know what I'm saying? These are classic own flavors that people get hooked on for some reason. Hold on, I want to show you my burger. Right? So all these labels, you got to start learning how to read this shit if you gotta buy for them. You know what I'm saying? If you buying from them, you gotta go out and look at the label. How many grams of sugar and added sugar? That's the added sugars that messed up shit. I want natural sugar. So that's why I mainly just want to mess with fruits on the Dr. Sabi list for my sugars, like watermelon, like the baby bananas. You want to go get your sugars out of natural sugar. You don't want to go to this added shit. The added shit is the bad shit. And then if you read the bottom in the containments inside of the product, it may have dye and other kind of things up in that shit, man. And they gotta warn you what they selling. And like not all times they tell you everything, but at least they give you a synopsis of what can happen, the end goal, what their end goal is. They telling you what their end goal is. To give everybody diabetes, make everybody teeth fall out. Why? Because it's a chain reaction. When your teeth fall out, you're gonna have to go to the dentist. So they got dentists. They send niggas to go to school to be dentists. This keep their system in play. These products are made to keep the effect going. So you spend money on the products, and then you got at the effects of the products is you got to spend money at the dentist, or you got to spend money at the doctor. You know what I'm saying? And they tell you all this shit. All stores sell fake fruits. Yeah, that's probably it's probably true, but I'm gonna tell you, man. it's a couple places you can go, and they might be lying on that shit too when they say organic or this and that, because you got to think about that too. But like the Whole Foods store that my wife be going to get the joints and the soup and joints. And then when I was in they be having like real fruits, I think. Don't get me started because I can't trace the origin. I ain't got on it to trace the origin of where they getting this shit from. But where the rich people live at, they really getting like some good shit. Where the rich people go in the shop, the shit gonna be high as hell, but it gonna usually they have the organic joints. But I'm gonna tell you, I know I was getting real fruit when I was in New Mexico, because that shit we was going to the farmers market and that shit was coming straight out the ground. You can look at the back of their back field and see they growing the shit straight out the ground. No fertilizer. Fertilizer is one of the things that's jacking us up, man. Some of these products, especially the plant products, some of it grown with fertilizer and got added to chemicals. What? Because I'm telling you, man, some seasoning that we bought and then we sprinkle that shit. Like I remember back in the day, you used to sprinkle it out when the black woman owned it. It didn't make you sneeze. But now this new shit, because they add this extra chemical to keep the seasoning from caking up inside of the thing. They added another chemical, and this chemical, the side effects of it, or the long-term illness of it, and they know niggas like that particular season. So they own it to the game. They own to the game. They remember what Baba told you. They know what you like to eat, right? In the reptilian tape. They study this. So they know that they would like this seasoning, and now you sprinkle it out. You sneezing, everybody sneezing in the house. They ain't even in the room where you just sprinkle. You just open the shit up. You didn't even sprinkle it. So what kind of chemical is that make everybody sneeze? And sneezing, we used to say back in the day, is trying to snatch your soul out. Because you can feel it, man. You can feel your it's like a shortage in your electromagnetic frequency, and your veins hurt sometimes when you sneeze. It's because of the certain, whatever, depending on what type of chemical it is. Say sprout, watermelon, selling seeds, cotton candy, favorite watermelon. Yeah, watermelon's good. And you try to find the one with the seeds, you're doing good. The one with the seed watermelon, man. And it's hard to really find seeded watermelon these days, unless you're growing it or getting it from a nigga on the side of the road. That's why I like them old man that be selling them watermelon on the back of their truck. My wife always stop right there with the old man, because when that old man be out there, I'm buying 2-3 watermelons. And we eating them joints like every other day. Flush out our system. When watermelon's in season, that's when you're supposed to eat them. And that helps flush out of your system. It's like it's part of your fast. It's part of your fast. Watermelon is a fasting fruit to clean out your intestines. So we drink water, eat watermelon, eat other things like intestine cleansers like walnuts. Walnuts clean out your intestines, right? Clean the meat out of your intestines. So we're dealing with we're dealing with these warning labels, right? That's on these products. Food products contain ingredients and chemicals that may contain cancer, obesity, heart disease, diabetes, respiratory problems, thyroid problems. And women wonder why some women get thyroids. All that's contributed to some of the food that we eat. It really is the food that we eat. Guarantee. I can guarantee that. So, but they had to tell you the truth on back of these products of what the ingredients. Sodium, man, some of them chips, they be selling and be having like 500 milligrams of sodium. That's a lot of sodium, man. You got to start looking at the measuring of this stuff, and especially the stuff that you're giving your kids. You can't start them off on this shit right here because it got stuff to get you addicted to it. It's got different ingredients, chemicals that's fucking with the brain, kind of like drugs. That's stimulated these extra added chemicals. These people are sitting. You got scientists that sit in the laboratory saying what kind of chemical can I come up with to keep this seasoning from caking up in this thing, but at the same time, it emits certain frequencies in the brain that get them hooked on it, like dopamine and this and that. Remember, keep in mind, they used to put what they used to put in Coca-Cola at first. Can't say it, you know. Some chips. I can't see what that is. They got that blurred out. But if you like chips, get a certain type of chips. You could get like baked chips, sun-baked chips. You're gonna eat chips. It's certain type of chips you could get made out of like certain like cauliflower chips, certain type of chips that's healthy. If you're gonna eat chips, the way you stay away from this shit, first of all, you got to read the labels on shit to see what the actual ingredients is. Look up these ingredients. Look up these ingredients and see what the hell is going on. What's the long-term effects? Another thing you got to do is don't buy the shit. If you know the shit, once you get aware of what's bad and what's good, don't buy the bad shit. That way the kids can't get to it in the house. They won't be able to go and get some candy or sneak and get this cookie or whatever, because we don't got no damn cookies. We don't got no, unless you made a certain type of cookie where because we chemists, we engineers, we are cooks, the best cooks, we are the best cooks, Nubians. All right, so we could create our own type of cookie to where it's more healthy than on the diabetes and sugar attack type, heart attack type side. And some people have already did that. Some of our alchemists in the community has already did that. Yeah, they want people. Then sometimes I know niggas don't even read the label. They just go in there and grab what they grew up on, or what they used to, what their mama and daddy bought. We smarter than our moms and dads now. This generation now, we smarter than our moms and dads. So we got to take this. We got to start taking accountability for what we know. That we was perishing for the lack of knowledge. Now we know. Check the fucking label. Read the warning signs on this shit. Why would the fuck would I want to do something that's got a warning label on it say that you're gonna get cancer 10 years later? Like this shit right here. And you you people that's doing your tweets, don't get the damn tobacco shit that say they had this on the side. This is telling you, get the papers, get the bong or whatever you got. We don't want to get too exclusive. We're just trying to help you out. If you going, because some of you niggas gonna do it anyway. So don't get those cigars and shit. They got this shit on there. Smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease. Like, look at this. I'm gonna tell you this. They gotta tell you the truth. Influenza may cause complication with pregnancy. Hold on, let me go back. All right, here we go. Smoking can cause a slow and painful death. So they warning you, they telling you the truth. Yeah, make our own cookies, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, we got some alchemists out here, they can come out with a recipe. And it's already, I know it's already cookies out there you can look up that you make with, like me for sugar. I changed out sugar with white. I don't buy nothing white. We don't want no white bread. We don't really like bread, period, unless it's flat bread. We buy white, like flat bread, like the Mexican flat bread. But and we buy like a certain type of bread that's pretty good. It's like it ain't no white bread. We don't buy nothing white. White flour, nah. White rice, nah. Everything is either black or brown. We got everything that we eat got melanin in it. See, the white shit, the melanin been bleached out. See, we melanated people, so we got to eat melanated foods. So if you eating white rice, man, white supremacy shit run deep. I'm gonna tell you, that white supremacy shit run deep. That's why they're making the white rice and no rice is naturally white. They bleach that rice. So you eat bleached rice and with no melanin. So that you wonder why you sick. Eat rice with melanin. Now I ain't gonna lie. We got to eat shit conducive with us over here, and because rice is really conducive to South Africa and Asia. The people over there, they eat a lot of rice, but they eat white rice. Right? This white supremacy shit is crazy. Like they got. Let me show you this. We're talking about the warning labels, but I just want to drop this on you real quick. The warning labels. I want you to, every time you go and buy any fucking thing, Read the warning labels, right? Now, once you start knowing what's in that particular product and you read the warning labels, then you can start bringing that into your home. But we invited these bacteria and demons inside of our home because they can't get in unless you invite them in. Go watch the vampire movies. We're going to talk about that on Vampire Part 2. These bacteria and demons, which are really demons, viruses, can't get in unless we invite them in. How do they get in? We invite them in by what we eat, but what we buy. If you know the shit bad, don't buy it. Don't buy the Snickers. Don't buy the whatever you buying if you know it ain't gonna be beneficial for you. Yeah, let me show you this. So they call devil food. But I already pointed this out, right? To my old heads. They already heard this. Devil food cake, they made that shit black, chocolate. That's devil food cake. So the devil, they associate dark with the devil. See these games they play? Devil food cake. Let's say that in that file. And you probably read the back of that shit. It's probably got some fucked up ingredients in it. Where they added some color in and all this other shit. I'm gonna go next time I go to the store. I'm gonna take a picture of it, the back of that. Look, devil cream cakes. They gotta be black. Devil cream cakes. Read the back of that shit. It's probably got all kind of stuff up in there. I'm telling you, bro. These are the games they play. These are the names they say. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be black. But then they turn around and make angel food cake is white. You see the white supremacy right here? You see it? Now I ain't gonna lie, that one right there, that lemon joint. Because Thanksgiving get ready to come up, but I ain't gonna fake with you. I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna have a couple of these different types of shit, but I don't really fuck with this angel food cake. It ain't really good to me. My joints. And hey man, but these songs we got to come up this Thanksgiving. This is what I'm gonna challenge everybody. This Thanksgiving, we got to create these things. Hold on. Oh, hell no. This Thanksgiving, we got to create these things with more healthy ingredients instead of just cooking them traditionally like we've been cooking them for the last. I mean, Big Mama hooked it up. Big Mama be hooking it up, right? Big Mama be hooking it up. No, so I ain't gonna fake with you. I'm gonna have some of these joints lined up on the 21st next month. I mean, well, whatever the Thanksgiving date is, and Christmas. Right? Even though I know the origin of all that shit, we already put the tapes out. We're gonna put a tape out called the origin of Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we can cover that. We already put the origin of Halloween out. Right? Yeah, but they got the angel food cake and devil food cake. Now that lemon joint, because that lemon joint is one of my joints right there. That lemon joint, man, that honey bun joint, that peanut butter joint, them three joints right there, that peach cobbler, that pecan pie, and that I like that pumpkin joint, that pumpkin the joint, not the pumpkin, the sweet potato joint. So the sweet potato joint. We're gonna have a couple of them sweet potato joints. I ain't gonna fake with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do got my ingredients for my sweet potato pie is I don't use we use brown sugar a little bit, but we use more honey, raw honey for the sweetener part. So we need to make, if you gotta learn how to make your cakes from scratch, and keep in mind, Big Mama cakes didn't have all these extra ingredients. Now that I think about it, because Big Mama made her shit from scratch. She didn't buy the box. She didn't buy the box cakes. She didn't buy shit in the box. Big Mama made everything from scratch, no matter what it was. No matter like if it was peach cobbler, she made the dough and everything from scratch. Ask anybody who had a Big Mama, they'll tell you, a real Big Mama. Now, I'm like one of them preachers. Now, am I right about it? Can I get an amen? Right? Can I get an amen? Big Mama is cooking shit from scratch. She ain't going to get the box. She gonna cook my grandma. When I tell her, hey grandma, because she gonna cook me one of them peanut butter cakes for Thanksgiving, right? So When I tell her, and I don't want to, I like Thanksgiving, even though I know the origin of it. I like Thanksgiving because it's the family meet up and come together and kick it. It's like it became more than just what the origin was. We took it and made Thanksgiving positive, even though it started from the origin of these more pilgrims landing on us and trying to steal our land, and we helped them out during the wintertime. We fed them and showed them how to plant food using the fish goods on the beach because they didn't know how to. They was wondering how's these natives growing corn in the sand? How did they growing corn in the sand? Like that was unheard of to them. But they didn't know that we took the fish goods. When we catch the fish, we took the guts out and then put them in the ground to fertilize the sand. Right? But like I say, with this Thanksgiving, I challenge all of my people or our family to start doing more health. Start make your shit from scratch. Now some people like say, "Damn, my big mama ain't living." Don't worry, it's people on here that they took Big Mama's recipe and they on here and they make on YouTube. You can just Google how to make this from scratch, and then you see what ingredients they use and substitute more healthy ingredients. It's where you can substitute more healthy ingredients. That might be hard to get around the egg, but I think it is substitutes for the egg too, because we don't really like eggs neither. So I don't really need eggs to cook my pies, like my sweet potato pie. I make that from scratch. I don't use eggs. I just use honey, brown sugar. Now you got butter. You got different types of butter. You can find a more healthier butter, or use something to substitute for butter. But Big Mama cooked, like I said, Big Mama cooked everything from scratch. So she didn't have all the extra chemicals that you're going to read up on. She didn't have the food colorings and all that shit in her ingredients. Her shit was like, straight from scratch. Like I'm telling you, your egg is dairy, right? Egg is really aborted fetuses. So you got to get something. We got to get something to substitute for eggs. We need to get our scientists in the lab to substitute something for eggs. I got a substitute for sugar already, right? Hold on, let me drink water. Yeah, so we got to get more healthy ingredients. Let me go back to what I was talking about. So on the meat products, a lot of this meat is being recalled. A lot of this meat being recalled. It's mostly the ground beef. The ground beef and pork. The pork tastes like ass. You can taste the ass in the pork. You taste the pork ass in the ass. Like it is, I'm telling you, man. The niggas tried to slip some on me a while back, and it made me, it almost killed me. Yeah. So pork, we ain't got to convince you on that. Elijah Muhammad already put that up on you, right? Already back with the how to eat to live joint. The rat, the pig, the dog. You know what I'm saying? Cat, rat, dog, or something, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but the recall on the meat, why? Because it's what they feed these animals. These animals they're not connected with nature no more. They put them in a thing, raising them fast as they can, climbing them all up, trying to have many as they can. It's about greed now. It ain't about being healthy and being natural and being off the land no more. There's too many parasites. The parasites are the beings that we inviting in by not reading the warning label. Now, so I went in the store the other day and I passed by the meat section and I was like, let me just read the warning label on this shit, see what it say. So I read the ground beef one, and it said, I think it said on there, might contain parasites, and it said that it could have metal shavings and all kind of shit. Like eat at your own risk, pretty much. The warning label, and I was like, damn. It said they telling you right there, straight up, what it's all about. Man, nobody should be drinking that damn soda every day. Every day. Like to me, I think you could drink a soda because shit like that, like I said, Bible did tell us. He said drink. Bible used to go in the store, get him a bag of chips and a soda, and you see him come out eating a bag of chips and a soda. Somebody told me that. I ain't never seen it myself, but somebody, one of the elders who was with Bible, they told me that Bible used to go in there and do that. Like he'll just walk, all of a sudden you'll see him coming out the movies with him and his daughter, and you'll be like, "Damn, what you doing? Where your security?" And he's like, "I don't need no security." You know, that's greatness. That's what Mike Tyson was talking about in reference to who the greatest of all times versus Mayweather. Mayweather is the greatest boxer. He's the greatest boxer, but he's not the greatest of all times. He's the best boxer, but he's not the greatest of all times. When you're the greatest of all times, when you can take your kids to school by yourself. That's what Tyson, and everybody trying to say Tyson going crazy when he said that. Nigga, Tyson didn't say that. That's what they ain't thinking about. The universe used Tyson to say that, nigga. Tyson didn't say that. You taking because Tyson, they said he was retarded or he was crazy. You thinking that the universe can use whoever they want. They can use whoever they want. They'll use a kid to say that shit, to put Mayweather cocky ass. I like Mayweather. He's one of my favorite boxers. I love what he did with the boxing game as far as getting Nubians paid some real paydays, everything. He a generational boxer. He made to be who he is. So I can't get mad at him for being who he is. But I'm saying when you get too cocky, the universe humble your ass back down. And that's what Tyson, when he said he ain't the greatest. And then the universe said, Tyson, say this. He ain't great because he can't take his kids. That's Tahuti, nigga. Tahuti, that's the thought. The thought said, say this. Tahuti said, tell him this. Tahuti will break your ass down, nigga. I'm telling you. You think you bad and this and that, nigga. Tahuti will break you down with one sentence, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga. Y'all, the niggas that been around them know. The niggas that been around them know. They care about it. He'll break you down in one sentence. Right? So they got this recall, man. We got to pay attention. The key words for Nubians for this new 2023 is to pay attention. Read everything. If you got to put it into bring it into your life. I'm talking about for as spiritual reading and physically reading that shit with the warning label say, because they got to tell us the truth now. They can't go past, this is the last year where they gonna have, you see the lies is going out. A lot of the shit is because we're going to that fifth dimensional frequency, the divine plane of truth right now. So they gonna have to tell, and they've been really telling us the truth about a lot of the shit. Nubians just don't read. They just go in, sign, just buy because they used to buying it all their life. Their mama bought it. You know, Big Mama might have bought some of the stuff, but most time I saw my Big Mama. She had deers and shit in her freezer because my granddad was going out to kill and hunting. Our granddads, your granddads, and they hunted more. Well, we lost that culture because the type of stipulations they put on the gun thing, and there's a whole bunch of shit that went down. But my Big Mama had deer, goat. I remember they fed us a goat one time, and my granddaddy said that it was a goat that I used to feed. And my granddaddy's one day I came in, my granddaddy said we got some barbecue up in there. And he's like, hey, you want some of this barbecue? He was up in there eating it, tearing it up, bro. We was up in there tearing that goat up, right? Me and my cousins, because we all come down my granddaddy's house for Christmas and he cooked the goat. But we didn't know it was goat. He didn't tell us. That's how they do you in the country. All my country people know, man. That's how they do you in the country, man. Country people, they do you like this. They invite you to their house, you eat, and you tearing that shit up. You slaughter. Oh, it's fire. This shit is fire. And I won't retire, baby. But this shit is fire and I won't retire. And then when you get through eating, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I just want to let you know that was frog ass. That was frog ass you was eating. What? Frog ass? Man, that shit was fire, though. That shit was fire. But I don't know what you did to that frog ass, right? But you had him just right, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, that's how they do you in the country. My daddy did it to me, man. And that's what really fucked me up on meat, man. I'm telling you. Especially eat meat from somebody else's house. I don't do it. I don't do And my dad messed me up on hog. I used to have a hog. We used to have like 2 or 3 hogs. Cause my dad, he in the country, right? We used to have 2, 3 hogs that we was raising. And these big ass hogs, they eat whatever. Hogs will eat a human. Hogs will eat your. One day, my brother lost his boot in the hog pen, and we come back to get the boot out with my dad because we were scared to go in the pen with the big ass hogs, and they ate his boot. They ate his boot, man. That boot wasn't there. They ate his boot. So these hogs eat anything. So you don't want to. That's why a hog is they eat their own feces. These hogs, if you're on they're in a certain type of environment. But then one day I came back. Like what happened was I think it was my stepmom. She kept complaining about the smell, and the neighbors all down. And even though my dad is on like 40, 50 acres, the smell of that shit traveled the whole goddamn county. Goddamn, the whole county be stinking with them hogs. I'm telling you, and then it's like it's just unsanitized. So my dad, like, fuck it, I'm gonna get rid of them. So one day I came, we used to start feeding them hogs corn. That they fed them to clean them out. I didn't know that. My dad just said, go up, he just buy big ass bags of corn. Say, go up there and pour this bag of corn inside the hog pen. And then they on the slop bucket. So they can eat it. It's like a slop trough. And so he started feeding them corn for like a month, 2 months straight. And then all of a sudden we went up there, we was out there playing with our BB guns and shit. That's what's fun about the country. We have BB guns, pellet guns. We got to handle guns, although don't be handling guns, children, without your parents. But we were a couple of kids that we came up with around guns, and we had our BB guns at first to where we would go hunting and shoot birds and shit. And now I ain't shooting no damn bird because I know that birds are spiritual beings and you're not supposed to put your gun on birds. We'll talk about that later too. In the language of the birds. But one day these hogs came up missing. And then so I was like, damn, what happened to the hogs? Dad say, oh yeah, we sold them. So I'm thinking he sold them, right? All right, so I was like, okay, all right, he sold them. We let it really ride. All right, so about 2 weeks later, or maybe a week later, right? Maybe like a Monday when he said that, and then Friday or Saturday, maybe then Saturday, because I think he was out of school. He came back on with his truck, and he had a whole bunch of meat on the back of his truck in boxes, like sausages, pork chops, all this shit, right? So like he said, because in the country, and I do it right now. I don't live in the country, but I just got it because I came up like this. In the country, we got like 2 freezers outside. Like in the country, they got like 2 ice boxes and 2 freezers at least. Or at least 1 freezer outside and a freezer in this inside. They got like at least 3 ice boxes. Big Mama got like 3 ice boxes at her house, at least. And I'm talking about like the big deep freezer they sell on the ground. Those who from the country, they know the deep freezer outside. And Big Mama got her deep freezer outside. And ain't nobody gonna fuck with her shit. Unless you got that one uncle that's, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that one uncle that's still in Big Mama state. They got me jacked up. Right? So like in the country that we got it, like they gonna have an extra freezer outside full of meat. And that's how we actually buy for a month. We in the country, we drive into town. That's what they call it. My dad and my granddad and them, they used to say, we're gonna go into town. I'm gonna go into town and I'm gonna get the groceries. And most of the vegetables shit, we already had that, grew that. So they just went and got random meats that they weren't killing. Like we had hog, we had goat, we had some cow, but they really was just, I think my granddad just had them for show just to say he had a cow because he wasn't killing them and he wasn't milking them. He just had them in the pasture. You know what I'm saying? We had horses too. We got horses. But he come back with this whole bunch of meat on the damn truck and we loaded it up. So, but he didn't tell us that it was that pork chop, the pig, right? We just loaded it up into the freezer. All right, so maybe like another day go by and I came in there and told my dad, that's why I love my dad, because he was different. Way he taught, way he trained us. He always taught us he ain't never give us a fish. He always taught us how to fish. My dad, he ain't never give us a fish. He always say, go do like this. He'll tell you how to do it and give you instructions on how to do it, but he ain't gonna do it for you. That's how my dad is. He always gonna say, okay, you want to do it? All right, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. He ain't gonna never do it for you. And I'm glad. I thought he was being mean to us by doing that, but what he was doing is teaching us how to do it for ourselves. Don't, well, you ain't gotta come ask me no more. You know how to do it now. He was making us real men. He was making us real men. But I used to think that he was being mean and he didn't want to help us or this and that. No, that nigga was putting us in the game. So when I came in there one day, I said, man, I'm hungry. I said, I'm hungry. I need to be cooked something. And he said, all right, so what you do? You can go in there and cook you one of them pork chops. And so I went up in there and got the meat outlet and I thought, and then I started cooking the pork chop. This is what made me stop. After this day, I never ate no more pork chops after this. It's a wrap, nigga, after this. Right? Hey, this right here, when I was like I may have been like in the 12th, maybe been in the 12th grade. Maybe been in the 12th grade for sure, like 12th or 11th grade. I think it was the 12th grade. And nigga, I started cooking that pork chop, nigga. And then when I started cooking it and it started bubbling up, I saw it still had the little hair on it from the pig. I went up back in there. I went up in there to my dad. I said, hey man, this thing still got hair on it. And he said, that's that pig. The pig that y'all name, what they call him, Jimmy. Yeah, I actually got him chopped up. And, I sold him. And then the dude's gonna give me we had two of them. He sold one, and the other one he got chopped up for the meat. Split it with his homeboy that was doing the butchering, right? And he was like, yeah, that was that pig that we had out there. Man, I left that shit on the stove. I turned it off. I was done. I was done. I vomit. I was like I'm thinking about it right now. It make me sick. It make me sick thinking about it. It had hair still on that damn fucking pork chop. And from that point on, I say fuck pork chop. I ain't eating no more pig after this, man. It's a wrap, bro. So shit like that in the country fuck you up. One day, my dad is good. He's a high powered alchemist. My dad is a high fucking powered alchemist. Listen to what I'm telling you. And I'm just not knowing it, like, you know what I'm saying, when I started knowing what the hell was going down. I didn't recognize it when I was a kid, but he was making me a high-powered alchemist too with him, teaching me what he know. Right? My dad know how to make wine, turn water into wine. My dad didn't know how to turn water into wine. Literally. He showed me how to do it. We used to go get grapes. And a big ass whole bunch of grapes from the grape vine. And then we'll take them and put them in trash barrels on the front porch in trash bags. We'll put yeast, sugar, and put some rice in there, right? In the water. And, well, first we'll let put all that in there. Then we'll let before we put that in there, we'll let the grapes get like sour. Let them get sour on that with the heat, and then we add all the ingredients: the sugar, yeast, rice, and then we'll let it sit out there on the porch. We'll add water, and then when we add water, we'll let that sit for like maybe a week or two. The longer you let it sit, the stronger it's gonna be, and then you can distill it from that point because you got what you call mush. You can distill it from that point and then pull the white lightning off of it. That's what my dad, we Indians. My dad is a Muskogee Creek. He from a clan called the Raccoon Clan. Yeah, and my dad, his tribal name is Bear Claw. My granddad's name is Blackfoot. My granddad is my dad's dad. And my granddad's mama, she Italian. She half Italian. So I got Italian people in my bloodline. Italian from my granddaddy's side. Her dad was an Italian, a white Italian, and supposedly he was a member of some gang. I'm in the midst of finding that out right now. And her mama was an Indian, and my granddad, his dad was an Indian, a Creek, Muskogee Creek. And so that's on my granddad's side, on my dad's side. So my dad is an Indian. And my dad knew he was an Indian because my granddad used to always say it. Now he used to say it, tell us when we was a kid, but it was like one ear out the other type thing. We was kids. We went to play like Sega Genesis, ride bikes, shoot basketball. We don't give a damn about no shit like that then. But my granddad used to always tell us. Yeah, I don't want to get sidetracked, but if we're going back to the one level, just giving you a synopsis of what can happen when you're dealing with these things. Yeah, so he cooking some goddamn on. He got a crock pot. See, down south is the best cooks. Like the south areas is the best cooks. Georgia, Alabama, you know what I'm saying? Niggas down in Florida, Louisiana. Louisiana got the best cooks in the world. And down in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, the best cooks in the world. And some of those cooks migrated to California. So you got some good cooks in California. Because a lot of people that's in California, most of them migrated, a lot of them from Louisiana, like Tookie Williams, Washington's, and the Williams migrated from Louisiana. Yeah, so I come in there one day, and my dad, he know how to work that crock pot. See, he an alchemist, he know how to work that crock pot. See, our big mama knew how to work the crock pot. The high powered alchemists know how to work that crock pot. It ain't nothing to it, really. Once you get everything in there, all you gotta do is let it roll. But it's how you put it in there and how you season it, that how it roll. So this nigga, my dad used to go kill coon hunting and kill these coons. A raccoon is the little creature with the black eye ring around his eyes and the like the jailbird looking tail. If you don't know what a raccoon is, and they like them baby coons down there in the country. They like them baby coons. So them baby coons more tender. Now, keep in mind, we ain't never ate coon before, but my dad, he didn't set up in there and killed the coon, skinned him, put him in a crock pot, and then put some potatoes in there on him, carrots in there on him, put some onions and bell peppers and garlic in there on him, put a couple pieces of celery in there on him, and then he put the herbs and spices in there on him, the bay leaf and shit. Then he put like a little bit of a little bit of water up in that joint, set the top on it, and then you just turn it on 5 hours, whatever, and it'll just slow roast your shit to where it's falling off the bone. So what happens? Hold on. Oh, you got that off first, baby? I'm not. He in that cooking that damn coon, man, and that shit smelling real good. I'm telling you, once down south, you can walk in Big Mama house and you can smell Big Mama house down the block, bro. And Big Mama gonna feed. If you come to Big Mama house, it don't matter if she don't know you. It depends on your energy. If you come and you got a certain type of energy, Big Mama will feed you. Hey, you want to fix a plate? They gonna ask you. In my Big Mama house, you'll get fat because Big Mama gonna keep feeding you. Keep eating. If you'll eat till you can eat at Big Mama house till you pass out on the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be passing out on the ground at Big Mama house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tennessee, Mississippi got them good cooks. Now, I ain't gonna lie though, in Tennessee, they really number one, really. You got Texas, so Tennessee, them niggas down there be they good barbecuers at Memphis. Man, I saw a nigga had a whole slab of bologna on the grill in Memphis. And that nigga had some yams and some collard greens on the grill, nigga. That's the first time I ever seen some shit like that. I was like, man, I'm gonna put them yams. I'm gonna put them. I don't know about the yam, but I'm gonna put them greens on the grill. Put that smoke in them to see what they hitting like. Them greens, man. Nigga had some whole slab of bologna on the grill, man. I say, oh, these boys down in Memphis ain't playing no game. The boys barbecuing everything. Niggas smoking. They smoking on everything in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Yeah, but we get back to the damn so we get back to the topic, man. I don't want to get too sidetracked. So, but Kev, if you go on eat, that's why with anybody at a restaurant, at a Chinese restaurant, you think you getting some goddamn Just because that shit good don't mean it's what they telling you it is. Or they might not even tell you what it is. They just say this is a meat. They go on there and read the menu. It says meat with rice. You know what I'm saying? It don't say chicken, and they just say meat with rice. They don't tell you what kind of fucking meat that is. So you going up in there and we got to stop eating other cultures, man. That shit is not conducive with us, with our blood type, with who we are. We got to get our culture of food back. And like I say, that the platform I think should be based off what Dr. Sebi said. Like we got some meat eaters in our genetics, but you got to raise your own meat. Don't eat no meat from these other people no more that you can't trust. They gonna tell you can trust them because they gonna tell you can really trust these people these meat because they gonna tell you what's in it on the warning label. It's just you accept the bacteria and whatever they got up in there when you buy it. And when they go to Galactica Court and we complain about all this shit that's happening to us as people, saying the Illuminati this, these people that. We really blaming the wrong people. We need to be blaming ourselves. We perish for the lack of knowledge, not because the Illuminati, not because of this group or that group. Like Kanye was talking about the Jews, and he ain't single out individual people because the Jews are not all Jews are bad. Some Jews were really out to help us. And I say Jewish because the Hebrews say, "Oh, we the Jews." All right, that's cool. So. But not all Jewish people are bad. That some of them were really sincerely out to help us. And there was another group that was out acting like they helping us and they really screwing us. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta see, but you can't just say all that term. You gotta reword that shit. Like I say, substitute it with Luciferians. But they telling you accept your own demise. By what it is, Paul said it ain't about what a man eats that come out, about what a man come. It's about it ain't what goes in a man that defiles him, is what comes out. Well, that nigga lied. It's what goes in that nigga, because you can't, as long as you don't accept the vampires, the parasites, the virus inside of you, then it can't do nothing to you. You protected by your immune system, But you break your immune system down, they genetically got, man, this shit is way deeper than what we know. They put genetically engineered bacteria in this shit to specifically target a demographic of people. Right? Let's see what else we got up in here. Smoking kills. Warning. Sugar, wow. Warning. May make your teeth fall out. See what I'm saying? This shit is, the warning labels is on this shit, man. But we don't read. We don't stop to take the time because we are fast people. See, what they had us, they slowed us down with a certain type of drug at first in the 60s and 50s. And we was able to read these signs. But then they say, oh shit, we got to speed them up so they can't read, so they won't stop and read. So they put the white girl on us. And now they sped us up so we don't see warning, maybe your teeth may fall out when you're drinking soda. And then we giving this shit to our kids. If you start giving, your kids are going to eat what you eat. Your kids are going to eat what you tell them to eat. But you got to train them to eat certain things. Like if they eat vegetables since they're a baby and drinking certain types of stuff, since they're water and we drink water, tea, and we got a certain type of, we leave all our boys drink juice, but it's a certain type of juice called juicy juice. And some of the ingredients are not really like the coloring and everything, but they like it. So we got one thing, but I give them one jug a week. When they finish that one jug, they drink water until the next week. They're drinking water until the next week. So when you drink all your juice up, we ain't gonna give you no more. You're gonna have to wait till next week to get to the next jug. So that's how we do it. It's a certain rules and regulations that we got to be like. White folks do it to their kids. Their kids ain't just drinking like that, drinking the soda. Like you got some of them that's being unguided. They drinking those monster drinks and shit. You said pears. I got a pear tree right across the street from my house in my neighbor's front yard. We could get all the pears off we want. And another neighbor down the street got another type of tree. Now we would ready to move, and on my new house, they're getting it ready, and we're gonna have, it's like about 25 trees in the backyard. And we'll be showing y'all that the film. We're gonna be filming that. We're gonna be filming, doing a lot of videos in the backyard because it's a big ass, pretty place. I'm gonna do a little decoration before I show it, but it's still already pretty. I can show you right now. It looks like a big ass forest in the backyard, but it's spaced out to where you can walk and talk to the trees and hug the trees and shit. So we're teaching our kids that. But now, man, don't even buy shit when it's got a certain type of warning on it. Because if you buy and the bacteria, you got bacteria in you that connect to your neural cortex and try to influence you to buy these things. When you get ready to reach your hand up, look at what the real labels say. It says diabetes, sugar attack, heart attack, shit like that. Right? So we gotta look at this, man. We can't buy this no more. We gotta stop feeding our kids poison. But we know better. We perish for the lack of knowledge. We shouldn't be perishing no more now, because we knowledgeable now. We got enough knowledge not to perish no more. So it ain't the Illuminati that's doing it to us. Like Tupac said, it's us that's doing it, killing us. It's us that's killing us because we don't read. We don't pay attention to what the hell they gotta tell us the truth. This is, we going to that, like I say, 2023, ain't no more lying. Nigga gonna see straight through your lies if you lying. So we're gonna be able to see that shit head on. All right, baby. Hey, baby. So, man, yeah. Let me see what else we got here before we get out of here. Yeah, this is a pig, right? Because I got that mad cow disease got started. He says, let's see, I can't read that part because it's got the thing blocking it out. I see, what the hell are you doing grabbing my wife? Right? Man, that's how that's how they say that's how it got started. But all these warning labels, man, on this shit. And I swear, man, on we the fast food restaurants, they got warning labels on some of their shit that they put out, but you don't read it. You just open it right up, bite right down into it. State of California is getting tight on some of these things because this is how they make money. If you don't do this, then this that here ain't gonna happen. It's really population control. This shit, man. All this shit is population control. You did? It's population control, man. Warning: drinking beverages with added sugar contribute to obesity, diabetes, and tooth decay. And that's the goddamn on truth. They gotta tell you the truth. Now, frequent consuming processed meat. Hold on, let me blow my nose. Oh, yeah. Frequent consumption of processed meat products may increase your risk of developing cancer in the colon and the rectum. To protect your health, limits your consumption of such products. That goes for meats that's in packages, because this meat it's been. I used to work at a processing plant that packaged this types of meat. It also has a warning label on this meat to tell you that it might contain metal shavings or rat's ass. A rat might have gotten into the mix, and it's part of the, you probably eat part rat in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, niggas in the country will pull that shit on you, man. That's why I don't eat at nobody's house in the country. You up in there, you tearing that shit up. They're like, oh yeah, you like it? Like, oh man, this shit is fire. They're like, oh yeah, well, you know that's like lion's ass you eat. Like, it's like we like, where you get lion's ass from, my nigga? oh yeah, you know, my African partner, right? My African partner, I used to have this like funny shit. I used to like real shit, man. I used to have this African partner from Nigeria that lived in Dallas. And this nigga always be eating some crazy ass meat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm over his house chilling, and I used to cut his hair because he's the only nigga that let me practice on cutting his hair before I started getting good at cutting hair, right? And so he was like, I cutting his hair one day, he was eating. Say, oh yeah, this is my lunch. Like, what you got there? Oh yeah, this is lion's ass. Lion's ass? Nigga, how the hell did you get some lion from? Oh, I got this connect. Africans always got to connect on some weird ass meat, man. I'm telling you. Go to an African, hey man, you know what? I can get some lion's ass or some goat ass or you know, whatever. You know where I can get some goat meat. Them niggas be having the connects on the meat, man. Went over his house one day. Hey man, what you eating? Man, this, that, man, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to tell me. I was like, what is it, dog? Oh yeah, this is monkey balls. This is monkey balls. Monkey balls. Man, you eat fucking monkey balls? Man, I'm gone, bro. This nigga's, man, you joking. Nah, serious. My guy, he got him. Hey, look, so look, he took me to the dude that was selling the shit one day. Cause my wife, the girl that I was with then, not my wife now, but the girl I was with then, she like carried goat. So she wanted me to get some goat because he had to plug on the meat, right? And so I went to this shop. Man, I went up in the shop. When you walk in, it smelled like goat ass as soon as you walk in. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is, what the hell is this shit? I'm like Michael Blackson. What the hell is this shit? What the fuck is going on here? I'm like Michael Blackson, man. Hey, the dude had a freezer and he opened it up. He's like, but my freezer's going out, but that's where the smell is in there. But we have everything you can think of, from goat's ass, lion ass, raccoon's ass. We even got Donald Duck's ass in there. Donald Duck. Oh man, I was like, you know what, man? I'm straight, bro, because that smell, it just fucking with me, bro. I can't get nothing up out of here. It feel like them niggas might be chopping the body off in the back, man. I'm telling you. So we can't, hey, you gotta, the meat thing is real skeptical, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like I say, I'm a big fan of barbecue. Like I was a big fan of barbecue before I slimmed down out eating all the meat. I was a big fan of like not barbecue rib, but just like barbecue chicken, certain other Earl Camel smoked sausages. Although he got pork and all that in there, but he got some with beef too, I think. But still, man, the processed meat is one of the most dangerous meats, man, in the packaged meat. So you're gonna get your shit, kill that shit fresh. Go and raise your own, go buy a goat and kill him and skin him. See, but that's the problem is a lot of you young niggas in our generation, I know how to do it because I'm a young nigga that come from a generation where my dad made him do it, and my dad made me do it. Made me learn how to skin a damn pig or hog, hang him up in the tree with using the 4-wheeler. And see, a lot of niggas don't know how to do that if you ain't from the country. See what I'm saying? If you left the country, went to the city to getting a job to work for somebody else when you was learning right then on your farm and your land on how to survive without having to be part of this system, how to survive off the grid. Hey, my Cash App is D Young Elder, man. We got those books for sale. That's my PayPal. Q Hill is my PayPal. But my Cash App is D Young Elder. D Young Elder, man. Yeah, so like I say, before I get out here, I need to tell you this. This Thanksgiving, you know, we I ain't doing no meat this Thanksgiving. We're doing broccoli cheese casserole, dressing, and we're doing like the pies and shit that I said. And I think my wife cooking greens. Collard greens. So that's what, and then in my sweets, I'm gonna get more healthier ingredients. Like I already got developed a healthy ingredient for the sweet potato pies I use everything all natural, from the sweet potatoes, even the crust. We make all natural crust. Stay away from the white foods, white flour, white sugar, white rice. We use brown rice and black rice, and mostly we like to have black rice when we can find it. But everybody on to it, I guess now the white folks buying it a lot. Everybody on to it, the black rice, so they buying it, so it's hard to find. So we don't got the black rice, we get the brown rice. So and it's other, you got king, and you got other kinds of rice things you can substitute really for rice that's more healthier, right? So you start really being aware now, family, of what you eat and the warning labels on these products. So they're gonna tell you exactly, they're gonna tell you the truth. They're gonna tell you exactly what the end goal is for them by selling you that product. And so you got to make a decision right then. Do I want to use this product and do the suicide? It's pretty much suicide, and that's the only thing you can't get a sin from. You can't ascend from suicide. You're gonna automatically get reset once you burn out the particular thing that you were trapped involved with. The only way you can't get out of here is suicide, and they by them giving you the warning label and you still doing it, it's suicide. I'm telling you, man, it's suicide. And they gonna this how they trapping us here, man. There's several mechanisms they using against us to keep us from ascending. But the one is tell them the truth so that so they'll still do it. That way we can say they ain't ascending because they didn't read. They didn't look at the signs. We told them the truth. They accepted it. They saw the warning sign on the cigarettes, so they still bought it. They saw the warning sign on the meats, the processed meats, and they still bought it. So it ain't our fault, it's them. The devil is saying, don't blame him. You did it, nigga. I just put it out there for you. See, he just put it out there and bent it over for you and say, yeah, go on and get you a taste of that. You know, so we got to, as a family, we got to sit there and we got to just pay attention, man, and read every single fucking product. Once you get used to buying that product, you know, every now and then you may want to read up on it and check and see if anything changed. But once you got a certain set group of products that you already researched, you can have that in your particular list, your grocery list. Like I just got some almond milk. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do right now. When I get off with y'all, I'm gonna have a smoothie. In my smoothie, I'm gonna have bananas. I'm gonna have almond milk. A lot of people don't like the almond milk, but I got organic almond milk with no soy. No, we don't do soy almond milk. And I'm gonna put some raw vegan meal in there. I'm gonna put some maybe some blueberries. I'm gonna put some oatmeal, and the only reason I'm using the oatmeal, I'm using a particular organic type oatmeal, and it's like more of a the oatmeal is because I'm working out and I'm trying to put mask on. I'm trying to look like 50. I'm trying to get big like 50 for next summer. So all this winter, I'm working out and shaving and building, cutting up. And I got some of my boxing equipment. So we boxing again. We're gonna probably do some videos on that, showing you a couple of moves and everything. But I'm trying next summer. I'm trying to look like 50. I'm trying to walk around like 50, man. You know what I'm saying? You get 5 years at the club, all full of blood. Nah, I was just playing. But I'm really trying to look like walking around like 50, nigga, a big nigga like 50. So you know, I don't think nobody gonna try me or nothing, but just something I'm just doing. It's a challenge I'm doing to show people that it ain't nothing to make your body change your body to make it look like you want to look. It just depends on what you eat and how you sleep, how you work out and exercise. So man, we got to get on it, man. The sun's heating up. We got to heat up as well. We got to heat our sun up as well. And that metabolism plays a part in it. So we're about to get ready to get out, man. Like I said, if you want to show me some love, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We got 165 people in here. Everybody hit that like button before you get out for your brother, man. We want to show me some love. Don't do the super chat. We drop the Cash App in the links. We take $1, $5, $10, whatever you got, $100 if you really want to put your brother in the game. And you'll get the books. Because like I say, we got the books for $45 donations to the Cash App or PayPal. We'll send you all 8 books by the young elder, all scrape bangers. So everybody get up out of here, man. We just wanted to we got more warning signs in here. Let's see if we got something else I want to show you when we get out here. I think we showed you all the warning signs. So look at the food warning signs. Don't buy that shit if it's got something. And once you do the research of food coloring or whatever the additive is, because it got like people think they're getting away when they buy. Let me say this before I get out here too, because it's like stuff that popping up. People think they getting away when they buy diet soda or a type of soda that ain't sugary. But the non-sugary sodas got aspartame in it. So, and aspartame stimulates cancer cells. So they got us both, they get us both way around. Oh, you don't want to take our diabetes and sugar? All right, then we'll give you cancer with the diet shit. Tell you, man, this type of devils, and they telling you that it's in there when you read the back of the label, but we don't read. They're telling you that aspartame is in these drinks. And we know what aspartame costs, but we don't read. So every single fucking thing you buy, if you're gonna have to shop with this till we start getting our own products from that we, and like I said, a lot of us already got, like the sister Amunet got her own drink. Shout out Sister Amunet in North Carolina at the All Eyes on Me Culture Center with the new drink, family drink she just came out with. When I tell you that joint is fire. I gave my brother Sunrise one. Shout out Sunrise. I gave my brother Sunrise one. I think brother Marcus bumped that joint and Marcus' wife bumped one of them. Everybody's saying that it was fire. Everybody that tastes it says it's good. And she got a formula where she developed. It tastes to me like the ginger shots that my wife be making. But my wife don't add no other berry to it. She just make me drink straight ginger shots. Like, you got to be a man, and you a punk if you can't take it. You can't. My wife will hype you up and try to beat you down if you can't handle certain things. That's like a man, a real man. Like cracking an egg, that's dumb to her. Cracking an egg in your mouth and all that, that's dumb to her, because we know that eggs are what eggs are. But like being able to drink some shit she got in the ice box, when I tell you this shit, it'll make you fall out and pass out on the ground trying to drink this shit. It's called, man, matter of fact, I'm about to show y'all a picture of it. And if those who know how nasty that shit is, but it's like it cleans out your whole body. But that shit, like a lot of these stuff that we use that's healthy is sometimes nasty. But it's only nasty to us because we develop a certain taste for sugaries and all this other type of taste. We got to alter our taste buds. We got to alter our children's taste buds back to our culture. Back to our culture. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, my wife, you a punk if you can't drink. You can't take this ginger shot and take it down and like a man, you ain't a man. You don't got no balls. My wife will talk tough to you, man, if you ain't no tough guy on taking like herbs and shit, like nasty ass herbs. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like I said, at first I ain't like ginger shots, but then after taking them so many times, when my wife talking shit to me about how you a pussy, you soft. If you can't drink this ginger shot. So you drink that ginger shot, nigga, and you like, like a fucking demon come out of your ass when you drink that shit, man, I'm telling you. And that's true, because the bacteria and viruses don't like ginger, and when they go in, it electrifies your cells. It's electric food, and it kills bacteria and viruses, anti-inflammatory. So yeah, so that's what it is. That's why you go when you drink. My wife drank. Give me a half cup of apple cider vinegar. Oh, you sick? Take this apple cider vinegar. Drink a half a cup. Drink the apple cider vinegar. You go. That's that demon coming out of your ass. That's that bacteria, that virus that's coming out of your ass. That's why the virus is connected to your damn these bacteria. They hosting into your neural cortex. So that's why you go, that's that demon screaming like, nigga, why you drink this shit? You're gonna kill me. We're not gonna survive. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So the herbs that make you go when you drink that shit, or when you eat it, those mostly good herbs. It's helping you out. Yeah, ginger shots, man. Hey, it's better than making them yourself, man. Like my wife don't like. She like making them, but she don't like making them unless I skin the damn ginger because she don't want to skin. You got to skin all the ginger. The way we make it is, we make ginger tea and all that though, and like toothpaste and shit. But the way we make the ginger shots is we put it in. We got a juicer, so you got to shave all of the. Really, you won't even have to shave it, really. But my wife like for me to shave the ginger and then put it down in the juicer, and then we drink straight shots. But now, since I drunk some of the Sister Amunet drink, now it's like she got a ginger shot, but she cut the taste with like a berry, like a deep berry flavor, like a pomegranate berry flavor. She cut so her shit tastes like more like like that brain juice that I used to drink in Dallas, like that brain juice that you got like it's high omega-3. Yeah. She probably ain't gonna give her recipe out, but just off tasting it, I can taste a couple. The ginger is like it's like a ginger shot, but like the berry part probably be like from her adding like blueberries, blackberries to it, and then grinding it all up and then draining it out. And then once that shit is cold, when I tell you she got something right there that needs to be going worldwide, somebody gonna try to buy out though. What? Somebody big. Yeah, but that I'm telling you, when you drink some herbs and that shit make you grow, I sound like a zombie when you drink it. After you get through drinking that shit, you sound like a zombie. That's them bacteria and viruses screaming, why you did this? We're dying. I'm telling you. Hey, go back and watch the whole thing, man. We about to get up out of here, bro. Peace and love me. See who sent me some donations so I can shout y'all out, man. Like I say, we take $1, $5, whatever you got. Peace and love, man, to everybody. So we hope, like I say, like the people that just coming in, we're doing a new challenge this year for Thanksgiving to all my people that's coming in. The new challenge is to try to, for Thanksgiving, try to, even for Halloween, if you're gonna cook, try to start cooking like Big Mama used to cook, make your shit from scratch so you don't have all these extra ingredients that's on the warning label in these already pre-packaged fucking products, like pre-packaged cake. Big Mama didn't buy a pre-packaged cake. Big Mama didn't buy that. Big Mama made her pancakes. My Big Mama made her pancakes from scratch. She made any kind of cake she cooked from scratch. My Big Mama made everything just about from scratch. I'm telling you, man. Well, even sewing clothes. My Big Mama could sew. Like, I'm gonna tell you, this is what I love about my grandma. And my grandma's still living now, because my grandma living now is because when the oldest Big Mama passed, the next oldest lady in your family they come Big Mama. So my Big Mama now is my mama's mama. And my grandma loved me because I'm her first grandchild. So my grandma, I'm like you can't tell her nothing bad about me. My grandma will blow you. I'll tell you, my grandma will blow you out. You say anything about me. And everything, anytime I need anything, my grandma got it. And then my grandma, she can sew. See, the females now, they probably think it is lame to be able to sew. That is lame. That's old school. That to be able to sew. So so a lot of clothes, y'all, a lot of these new generation, they threw a lot of clothes away. We didn't do that. All clothes got hand down. And if they had a toe in the jeans, don't worry, Big Mama can fix it. If you got a slash in the jeans, if you use your Uncle Leroy jeans and they got a cut right there and they still look all right, well, Big Mama say, all right, I'm gonna be able to fix these jeans. Big Mama sewed on jeans, and then you got you grab some jeans, your Uncle Leroy jeans, they got the sew on the patch. And what they niggas got cut jeans? They got that shit from us, from hand-me-down jeans that from so many times getting cut and told, they became like a style. You know what I'm saying? So all my old school generation, they know about the hand-me-downs, bro. The Uncle Leroy shoes, you know what I'm saying? The pants and shit. The Big Mama can sew. You got to tear your jacket? Don't worry. Big Mama can sew that up, bro. Big Mama fix that shit up where it look like it's new. You remember the patches, right? You can't handle the truth, right? You remember the patches, right? Big Mama do the patches too. Big mama hem you up. Big mama hem your suit for you. You had to go to a tailor. Big mama was a tailor. Big mama is a master tailor, nigga. On my mama, nigga. On everything I love, nigga. Big mama was a master tailor. I'm telling you, bro. She's a master cook, a master tailor. As far as hemming your pants, every time I need my pants hemmed, I'm gonna go to like a place where I gotta dress up. I don't go to no damn place say, oh, hem my shit up. Nah, I'm gonna call my grandma. My grandma can hem them up for me. I'm telling you, my grandma make a fucking tie from scratch. My big mama make a tie from scratch, nigga, from sewing a tie. She'll make you a bow tie and a tie from scratch. She'll make you a shirt. She can make you a whole fucking suit from scratch. All she needs is the fabric and her sewing machine. And Big Mama had the sewing machine that we used to play with when we used to go down there. It had the thing where you put your feet on and you rock it back and forth. See, a lot of niggas don't know about this. See, the only reason I know about it is because like I'm the young elder, man. I'm young, but I'm real young, but I hung around older people, the older generation. I always gravitated to them to learn. And so that's why I got the elder part, because I learned from the old people. And I'm young, but I learned from the old people. So they call me young elder. So my grandma, my big mama had this damn machine where you got to rock the bottom piece, like the sewing machine, you got to rock the bottom of it, man. Yeah, the iron, even the iron, my grandma had an iron you had to put on the stove and let it heat up and then put it on your pants. Now, how many niggas can iron with that shit? These young girls wouldn't know what to do with that, bro. They wouldn't know how to do the cook on a wood stove. My grandma cooked on a wood stove. Had to start your own wood stove, no gas, none of that, nigga, wood stove. My grandma used to have a cat too. Big mama used to have a big ass cat that looked like a tiger, but he really was a regular cat, a tomcat. He could sit at the table and eat frosted flakes with milk. He said, my grandma used to give him frosted flakes with milk, and that's what he liked. I think it was Tony the Tiger that was hanging out around me. You know what I'm saying? The leader of the feline beings. That's one of his like his bodies that he used to watch me or something. I don't know, bro. It's a lot of shit that's coming up now that I think about back that was happening to me, and I'm like, damn, how did that shit like is weird, you know? And his name was Tony. Check that out. And his name was Tony. We used to call him Tony the Tiger. He looked just like and we called him Garfield. He looked just like Garfield off of the Garfield show, the cat. That's what he really looked like, Garfield. But Tony the Tiger and Garfield really like the same kind of cat almost. So we about to get up out of here, man. Yeah, right. Biscuits. Hey, Wesley, right? Those Big Mama biscuits, Big Mama butter biscuits on the wood stove. They got another type of effect to them. That wooden burning stove give another type of effect to your breakfast food back in the day. And the coffee, I mean, it had more of a home rich. I can't explain it, but you know what I'm talking about, Wesley. It's different from the manufactured type shit or the process, the way they process doing the process is more, they let machines doing it instead of having that natural love. It's mostly machines doing all things. The microwave, or this and that. Coffee pot. When Big Mama made the coffee and the tea right on the stove in the pot, right? Peppermint and vinegar for medicine. Yeah, hey. Even though peppermint is a hybrid, peppermint is a hybrid that we made to kill bacteria. There's several hybrids we made to kill bacteria. But peppermint is acidic. We're dealing with the acidic. Oh yeah, let me show you that before I get out of here too. Let's see if I got a picture of that while I'm in here. Okay, yeah. So, okay, also, this is another thing with the foods. We're dealing with this alkaline chart, like I say, because it's connected to the chakras. So, like you say, you want to stay really like your meats. You see right here, they on this like 6, but that's really acidic. But like here, you got Brussels sprouts, green cabbage, spinach. These are the up here. This is the top part. This is what you want to stick with these foods. Now, if you're a real meat eater, you know what I'm saying, you want to kind of mess with the foods like no lower than this area. And most foods are acidic because of the blood and the protein. They telling you that protein is good, but I'm starting to look into it, man. It's starting to be a lot of shit going on with protein that I'm thinking that this a game. You know what I'm saying? But you want to maintain that 7. This right here is what they call a straight and narrow path, right? The green light. You want to stay right there in that 7, right? And kind of like try to spend most of your days eating this type of foods up here. And then every now and then you can eat some acidic, but as long as you stay at this 7. So like if you start eating all of the alkaline foods and you get to 7, 8, your body's high alkaline, you can probably eat I wouldn't recommend eating none of their pizzas or nothing like that. That's bacteria or nothing. I like eat you some like doing Thanksgiving. Like since Thanksgiving going up, eat you more of these right here. So when Thanksgiving come and you start eating the pies, you'll just balance back out. You won't go down, and so for you where you'll get sick. This way you can get sick at right here on the 3s and the 4s. When your body come acidic, these bacteria, they live in this acidic environment. They thrive in this acidic environment. So you don't want to get down to this level. You want to stay in this level. They can't live in this level right here. They really can. Now 8 pretty much kills them. 8 and 9 kills them. So like I say, we're gonna go to the store today, and I'm gonna give me some more alkaline water, so I can. I'm gonna like give me a couple jugs. I like drinking a gallon. I drink water by the gallon a day. Like I'm gonna turn some water up when I get out the phone with y'all. I mean, when I get out the car with y'all. But appreciate the people who sent the donations. Shout out Wesley, shout out Mark, and shout out Monique. Appreciate you, brothers and sisters. Like I say, we still got them book sales. $45 donation for all 8 books. We're about to get up out of here though, man. So for coming up, use more healthy ingredients. Try to learn how to cook a cake from scratch. And then once you learn how to do it one time, you're gonna be doing it again and again. So you got some family members that still living that might have Big Mama's recipe. And some of you young people, if you was like me, around Big Mama, because Big Mama is my favorite person, because Big Mama never judged me. It don't matter what I told her, she never judged me. She always kept it real with me and embraced me. It never was, oh, you gonna get in trouble, this and that. She'll say you don't get in trouble, but it's the same way Big Mama said that made you say, oh shit, I gotta listen to Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. So we out, man. Peace, love, shalom, hotep, Islam, harmony, ashur, divine love throughout the boundless universe to all.